Hi everybody. So today was a pretty major day for stuff to do for an unboxing. So first off, it was the Veldum Community Day, and a person in town made these neat little buttons. Also, my DM gave me a pair of homemade, made by him, steampunk goggles here. Let's see here. This is the way they go on. We got that. He also, they fell. They also made this neato little, to me it kind of looks like some sort of blaster thing. Kind of a steampunky, cyberpunky thing. And then we also have the pre-release for the very strangely named Lost Thunder, the release of the Dragon Majesty Super Premium Collection, and McDonald's has Pokemon toys in, and so I ended up getting a couple of them. So there's a bunch of stuff to open, mostly Pokemon related, and then also, of course, the nifty gifties from my DM, which are also pretty cool. So I'll start with the smaller things, the McDonald's toys, which come with a card. It already has some nicks in it because it's just shipped probably in a big box. I got a Psyduck, special hologram Psyduck, and a drill butt by the name of Zekrom. So you can't quite see. Let's see here. Let me tilt this camera down a little bit to the angle things are going to be sitting at. So you have a Zekrom toy. Does it do anything? Its arms move. Oh, yeah. It can flap, flap, flap with the button. So that is a fun little thing. Let me scroll down here real quick. Okay. And then I also got a different Durgan here. Dragons must be the name of the day right now, because I got a Latios. I think it's a pullback, but I don't know, it just rolls. It is not a pullback, it is just a Latios. A Zoom Latios. It is a jet plane, but it is also a dragon. And it came with a card as well. It came with a Pokecho. It is a... So there are 12 in this set. I got the Psyduck and the Pokecho. There may be more, and by there may be more, I mean there are 10 more out there in the ether. Next, we will open this Lost Thunder pre-release package, as well as 3 Lost Thunder packs here. The pack covers include Lugia, Zeraora, and Celebi, who I just caught today on Pokemon Go, along with my shiny metal boy. So let's get started, shall we? This is the Lost Thunder package art here. Within, we have a preview of the, again, somewhat silly named Lost Thunder, complete with a larger poster. It says on it, ancient power echoing from the mountaintops, travel to the forested hills where the fragrance of incense from ancient shrines and sparks of high-voltage Pokemon fill the air. The Sun and Moon Lost Thunder expansion fuses the new with the traditional, featuring Celebi Prism Star, Ditto Prism Star, as well as Blacephalon GX, Lugia GX, Tyranitar GX, and the newest mythical Pokemon, Zeraora GX. That's false. Metang has already been announced about a month ago. Call down the Big Thunder and charge up your deck with the high-powered Pokemon in the Sun and Moon Lost Thunder expansion. So it has that, and then it says, you know, your suggestions for how to make a pretty cool winning deck that will win games if you're good at cards. I got the pre-release pack that comes with the Raikou in it. It is a snazzy, shiny doggo, electric doggo boy. He is an electric good boy. If you have any energy cards in the Lost Zone, this attack does 90 more damage. So, if you have put any energy cards completely out of play, then you can do more damage. So now you kind of are meta gaming, which is weird. So here's what it looks like up closer. Let me change the focus ever so slightly. There we go. Now you can see this shiny boy. I also got Kahili. We got the Underground Expedition, the TV Reporter, the Timer Ball. This is a newer Art Poplio, I suppose. This is the Brion of the set. Actually, it comes with 2 of that Poplio. It comes with 1 of this Poplio with the ability Blot. It comes with a 2nd of the Brion. Comes with 2 of this Primarina, which has the Pokemon ability Harmonix, which says, whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, except with an attack, ability, or trainer card, attach up to 2 energy cards to that Pokemon instead of 1. So, I guess you can do an additional energy if you wish, as long as you're not using any of the other thingies. Here's Lily and Professor Elm's lecture, as he's holding up a Chikorita. We got Copycat and another Timer Ball. So some of these are old sets, it looks like, looking at them. Here are some Mareeps. This is the new, if I can get it to focus, that's the new card icon. A little fuzzy leafy looking thing. Here's some Flaffies. And Unseen Flash Ampharos. It says, once during your turn before your attack, you may put 2 electric energy cards from your hand in the Lost Zone. If you do, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So you can use that to set up the Raikou. So it pairs pretty well with that, which is good. And then we also, as I said, get some packs of cards. The other one is, this is the Blacephalon. That's the other of the packs. So we will start with Lugia packs, which I have 2, and we will see what all we get within these packs. You got your code cards. You got a Punch, a Mantine, an Ariados. It's a cute Ariados. A Fairy Charm Psychic. Prevent all damage done to the fairy Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Psychic, GX, or EX. That's a very specific card. Pikipek, a Slugma. That Poplio is back. Here is a Happy Litleo, a Yamask, Faba. Choose a Pokemon tool or special energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon or any stadium card in play and put it in the Lost Zone, inaccessible for future play. And a Beartic, the evolved form of what may actually be my least favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon. Second Lugia. Oh, come on. It doesn't have to be this difficult to open a pack of cards. Thank you. So, you have the code card, and as you can see, there's a Sudowoodo, a fake wood, a counter gain. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent's, the attacks from the Pokemon this card is attached to cost 1 colorless less. Go-Goat, Wurmple, a Poplio, a Skiddo, an Onix, E is Burrow and Sad, a Ralts, you're seeing this sparkly thing back here, Heat Factory. I'm going to have to actually hold this up, I can't read what it says here, so look at Ralts in the meantime. Unless I throw Ralts on the ground, which would be bad. Heat Factory says, once during each player's turn, that player may discard a fire energy card from their hand. If they do, they draw 3 cards. Whenever any player plays an item or supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to the stadium card. So, it's a pretty fancy stadium card, I suppose. You can only have 1 in your deck. There's also a grass energy. I didn't realize that was still at the back. And then, really awesome for me, I already got an Alolan Ninetales GX. It's a pretty girl or boy, whichever you prefer. It has the ability Mysterious Guidance. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, during your turn you may search your deck for up to 2 item cards and reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. It also has Sublimation GX. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, it is knocked out. That is a pretty significant ability, as long as they have Ultra Beasts, which are kind of iffy because they have kind of strange traits to them. Next we will do the one Blacephalon here. Lost Thunder, Blacephalon. With this, we have your one Cody Boy. You have a Water Energy, Electro Power, I can't read it. During this turn, during this turn, your electric Pokemon attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. We got Delibird. We have one Santa Bird. We have a Bayleaf. We have Trico. We have Chansey. Oh, that's a cute, like, cartoony drawn, like crayon drawn looking Chansey almost. Pachirisu. So while it does have Cubchoo, this has a lot of Pokemon I really like in this set. Poplio with Blot. Spinarak. Spider Scram. Dialga. Reverse foil. I'm guessing it's a rare, so it might have a regular foil. Yeah, it's a rare. So you got Dialga here. And a Tyranitar GX. So I'm doing really well with these packs so far. So here's Dialga while I'm reading the ability here. It says, Lost Out. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this Pokemon's attacks, that Pokemon, all cards attached to it in the lost zone instead of the discard pile. So that's a pretty threatening attack, or trait. You can do that with anything taken out by this Tyranitar. That is not its GX. That is just its ability. You can do that anytime. Lay the Smackdown is the name of its GX move. That's spectacular. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects from your opponent's active Pokemon. So I guess you can deal with its, like, if they have the don't take damage abilities and stuff like that. And then this one has turn back time, which I was going to look at too. So you can look at the nifty Tyranitar in the meantime. Turn back time. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. So it puts it right back into their hands so they can just redo it, which I guess wastes a turn. It would be really effective though on like GXs and stuff, I guess, where if I remember correctly you lose your turn if they evolve. No, that's Mega Evolution, so never mind. But yeah, evolutions and stuff like that, you can only do one per turn, so it would waste one of their turns, I suppose. But I don't know if it's always that useful. So now we are moved on to the Zeraora packs. Here is your Cody boy once again. And we will put one Metal Energy, one Adventure Bag. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon Tool cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Skiploom, Floral Path to the Sky. Once during your turn before your attack, you may search your deck for a Jumpluff. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it in the Lost Zone. And put that Jumpluff in its place. Then shuffle your deck. So, you just completely delete this from your deck and you get a Jumpluff. Sunshine Grace on Grovyle here. Once during your turn before your attack, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Hoppip with Multiply, search for another one, put it onto your bench. Hooray! Decent starting card, depending on what your setup is. Here is Tangela, one grassy boy. Nincada, a little bug guy. You have a Chinchou. This one is an electric type Chinchou. I have some with water type Chinchou elsewhere. Come on. Mareep is a sleepy sheep. He's a sleepy sheep. He has the ability Fluffy Pillow. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. So you can just make him sleepy. Quilava, look at him! Look at that Quilava. It's kind of a little deformed, but very cute. And a Riombi with the ability Mysterious Buzz. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects from that card done to your fairy Pokemon in play. So it seems like one of the themes for this set is that a lot of Pokemon have abilities in this, which affect other things in play, which is interesting. The abilities are more common in this. There are even like second forms that have abilities more often, it seems. So you got one code card once again. And then we have a metal with a triangle on it. Professor Elm's Lecture, which, by the way, since I didn't read it earlier, search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon with 60 HP or less, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Mina, search your deck for a fairy energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Kirlia, Chinchou, Hoppip, Pikipek, Slugma, Poplio, Litleo, and Lapras. It is not a foil Lapras, that was just glare. It is not foil. It does have Go for a Swim. Once during your turn before you attack, you may look for the top 2 cards of your deck, then put them back in any order. Interesting. I don't know how useful that is. This set is a gigantic set, by the way. It has 214 cards. So, I definitely will not be trying to complete this set by any means, because completing this set would entail 214 cards plus all the reverse foils. It seems very implausible to do that. So here is a code card. You got yourself a purple eyeball. So purple eyeball, yeah. Purple eyeball, Ether Foundation employee. I can't read it. Put 3 Pokemon that have Alolan in their names from your discard pile into your hand. Quilava, non-foil. Pupitar. Nincada. Blitzel. Slowpoke. Bruxish, why you a spooky fish. And Larvitar with the ability Submerge. As long as Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. So, it can be a Pokemon that you use for dealing with Pokemon. They're like attack all people things. We got a Lost Blender. Put 2 cards from your hand in the Lost Zone. If you draw a card. So you can just nix 2 cards to forever to get a card. I don't know how useful that is. And 3 GXs so far, not bad. Zeraora GX. Each of your Pokemon that has any electric energy attached to it has no retreat cost. That's pretty good. And it also has the ability Full Voltage GX. Attach 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So that's pretty good too. So that Zeraora is probably a pretty decent card to have in your deck. You only need 1 electric energy and you can just start putting a bunch of energy on other people. That can be really good for startup if you got it at the start. Which, I mean, you have to get it at the start. And then the final Celebi pack here. Not bad for an introduction to this set, I must say. We got a code card with a Psychic Eyeball, a Brionne, a Trumby. Oh my god, look at the... its ability is longer than anything else by far. Once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is in your hand, you may reveal it. If you do, look at the top card of your opponent's deck and put this Pokemon in the Lost Zone. If that card is a supporter card, you may put it in the Lost Zone. If your opponent has no cards in their deck, you can't use this ability. So yeah, there's like a lot of iffy... There's a lot more reference to Lost Zone and a lot more abilities. Ninjask here. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put a Shedinja from your discard pile onto your bench. Nincada, the Babby. Eevee, oh, Cutie, it's a cutie. Hoppip, different Hoppip. Pikipek, that might be a different Pikipek too, I haven't been paying attention. Durant. Also Durant. Wow, I didn't even put those in that order. And then Zebstrika. Sprint. Once during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 4 cards. Wow, that's pretty useful too. There's some pretty useful sounding cards in this set. But that is all of that. Let's move on to the great big colossal Dragon Majesty here. The feature is a Dragonite. It also comes with a pattern. It's patterned based off the Great Ball. It is blue. It comes after the first one that they did with these Pokeball type ones, which was red to be stylized like the Pokeball. So let's open it and see what we have. Here is the front, all on its lonesome Dragon Majesty Super Premium Collection. It's got a Durganite on the bottom. It's got your look at all of our cool stuff package info on it. A Pokemon trading card game, and then in a ghosted pattern or ghosted color, you got Dragon Majesty. Also within here we have, now I wouldn't have just gotten it for this, but I am very happy with getting these things. One, since this is one of the fancier boxes they have, the cards are held in a little bit more protectively. But they also, because of that, don't have the bins holding them on the side, so they come out easier. So here is a beautiful Rainbow Dragonite with the ability Dragon Porter GX. Put Dragon Pokemon, 3 Dragon Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. It is a pretty snazzy card. I do love my rainbow cards. There is no Dragonite secret rare in the Majesty set, so this and also the Kingdra that I'm trying to get out here. There we go. These are both only accessible through this. Kingdra here has Maelstrom GX. This attack does 40 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. All of them. That's a pretty effective one too. Snazzy, Rainbow. All of its abilities for a third form only require 1 energy, so that's kind of impressive. Set that to the side. This is our Dragon Boy. Too close. There you go. It's a pretty snazzy little figurine. It does suffer from the... I guess this must be the correct way for it to sit, so it does sit at an angle, because otherwise it tilts. And then it comes with a whole host of cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It comes with the dividers. This set uses gold, silver, and copper, I think. The gold ones have Dragonite, the cutie that he is. Oh no, and black. Salamence, a decently scrunk boy. And Reshiram, who is the very first fire dragon of the series. Inexplicably. Well, the first one that is typed as fire and dragon. Apparently, the Pokemon Company has said Charizard is a dragon. It is not a dragon type. There's the Super Premium Code card. And then this is the playmat, which I'll never get back rolled up into this thing. This is a lot of stuff to be managing all at once. So it's got Turtonator and Drampa and Zekrom and Salamence, Dragonite, Charizard, Kingdra, Kyurem, Reshiram, and Altaria on it. It also has the Dragons Then and Now booklet here. Let's move the zoom back closer so I can get better pictures of things. This is about what I get. Then and Now talks about the history of the gameplay, a history of the dragon type in Pokemon TCG, creators interview with Atsushi Nagashima, history of Lance, Dragonite over the years, creators interview with Ryo Ueda, artist comments on the Dragon Majesty illustrations by 5-Band Graphics, Ryota Murayama, Ovopack, and Planeto Otani. Artist comments for Dragon Majesty's unique art, Planeta Igarashi, artist bios, and credits. So, this is the Dragonite over the years, for example. I have this card right here from Fossil. It is, I think, the first example of him. It's got a pretty rainbow background. It's a pretty snazzy guy. And then underneath here we have the card boxes. So there's Dragonite, Salamence, and Reshiram, and then 2 cardboard staples. As per the usual with the cardboard staples in these bits. And then, because this was all sealed up, I did not have time to open the packs like last time, which I would prefer to do in the future. However, because of the fact that I wanted to open that on stream, all I did was remove the plastic wrap from the outside, because I had kind of an order I wanted to do things in, and I didn't want stuff falling all over the place. So, that is why those were done that way, as opposed to the way I would prefer to do them normally. Right, these are going to be a little bit closer up, probably, because the art is smaller. So, here is Jangmo-o. Oh, wait, I gotta put them in their order. Gotta put them in their order, or else I'll reveal the cool stuff before I'm ready to see what it is. So, we got a Psychic Energy. Somewhere in there is Jangmo, you know. Here is Lapras. Here is Quagsire. I really like the art on that. Charmeleon. There's that Jangmo. Magikarp. Corsola, Swables, Phoebus, Bagon, Risky Kick. Really bad ability. And Blaziken. Fire Stream. Fire Starter. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may attach a Fire Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Neato. So let's make this stack and put it somewhere off to the side so it's not in the way. Those are rolled packs, since I don't have a trash can right here. There's that. I don't need my knife anymore. I've already opened all the plastic. So I can move that off to the side. Next we're going on to a Salamence pack. Got a Salamence on the front of it. Salamence. So, code card, a little lower down than I thought there. So here's Fire Energy, perfect for Reshiram's tummy. Switch Raft, that is a pretty good one for a water type deck. Croconaw, Seadra, Litten, Horsey, Torchic, Whooper, Swables, a Dragon Talon, the dragon that Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon is damaged by an opponent's attack, puts 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. That's pretty cool. And I got the Dragonite full art! Looky! Looky! I have all 3 of the Dragonite cards now. Nice! I'm really happy with that. I had no expectations going into this, but that is a pretty cool thing to be getting. A pretty cool thing indeed. Alright, so speaking of Dragonite, there is Dragonite, a punchy boy on the front there. He be swinging him here hand. That is just how it be. That's what he do. Dragon do that punch. Alright, so you got your Cody boy. You got a punch. You got the flower. You got Flygon, who I'm kind of surprised isn't a rare because Flygon's a pretty cool guy. Salazzle, Feebas. Yeah, he didn't even get to go on the package. What? Darumaka, Hakamo, Dratini, Wrap as an electric type for some reason. Kangaskhan. I think that's a reuse of old art. Hey, I see you again. And Blaziken. Didn't I get a Blaziken in the first pack? Yep. So Blaziken must be the Shining Legends Shaman of this set. You got yourself Reshiram pack 1 of Fiery Burny Dragon. It's a Durgan. Life doesn't have to be this difficult. So, you got your code card, as always. You got Fairy Energy. You got a Shelgon. You got a Drudigon. You got a Daramanitan. A Feebas. A Wishy-Washy. A Magikarp, all the wimpy looking fish. Kangaskhan. Litten. Victini. And Blaine's Last Stand, which I already have one of, and it does not seem like that good of a card to me. It's really only useful if you can drain your whole hand during a turn, which is a pretty weird thing to be expecting at any given time. You've got your code. You've got a Darkness Energy, a Dragonair. Is that the first Dragonair I've gotten so far? Quagsire, Zygarde. It might be the first. Horsey, Jangmo-O again, Magikarp again, Corsola, Swablu, a Lightning Energy card with a snazzy foil effect, and Hydreigon here, which has that weed out ability that Shin is not particularly a fan of. Oh, the Filetitone. I can't do anything about it. It's on the other side of the room, and it's probably not for me anyway. That's what I thought. It wasn't for me. Code card. You got a Punch. You got a Drudigon. You got a Charmeleon. What does this say? Burning Fire. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are energy cards, attach them to this Pokemon. A Flower Lady. A Fishy Fish. A different Fishy Fish. A Dragonfly. A different Fishy Fish. That's the second one in a row I've gotten. Well, not in a row. Jangmo-O. A splashy Dratini wormy individual, and Gyarados with a really, really bad ability. You got Within Your Grasp, and by that I mean within this video. You got a code card. You got an Energy Boy. You got a Bam Bam the Crocodile. You got a pretty ladyfish thing. It's not necessarily a lady. There's a Dragonair. A Phoebus to go with the other thing. Wishy-Washy and really? Kangaskhan, Litten, Lance. You can play this card only if your Pokemon was knocked out during your last turn. Search your deck for 2 dragon Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. And another Dragonite! Yay! I like Dragonite. Dragonite is a cutie. And look how happy he is. I'm happy for the happy Dragonite. Look how happy he is. And that was a Reshiram pack that time, since I set it up there instead of in my discard area over here off to the side. Now we are on to a Salamence once again, with a code. You got this. You got a Snack. You got an old dragon. You got a dragon. You got a little salamander that is not a lizard because it's a salamander. You got a kitty cat. You got a little wormy Durgan. You got a Dharma that's dancing down the street and is really tall. You got a seahorse. You got a shiny bird, and you got a different shiny bird with pretty rainbows in the background. All in all, a pretty swell time for all. Here is your Charizard, who is not featured in the boxes, possibly because it was already on the Generations Ultra Premium. Elite Premium, whatever they're called. Super Premium Elite. Something. Get back here, thank you. Code card. Purple Eyeball. Kicking Bird. Claw Dragon. Turtonator. Little Durgan. Seahorse. Little Durgan. BB Crocodile. Antlion with smiley eyes. A Fairy Energy card. And a Como for that. And the final pack of the night. Finishing once again with my cute little Dragonite, who has been the star of this particular feature. Look at this little Dragon boy. Look at him. Look at him. Or her. I don't know. It's got long antennas, so I think it's a him. If I remember correctly, that is the gender-defining feature on those particular Pokemon. You got your code card. You got your grass energy. You got a Shelgon, Fiery Flint. When you play this card, only if you have 2 other discards from your hand, or 2 other cards. Only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for up to 4 fire energy cards and reveal them and put them in your hand. Milotic, Torchic, Horsey, Wooper, Trapinch, Swablu, Fion. Is there even a Manaphy in this set? Fion. And finishing with another Blaziken. So I am supposing that Blaziken is likely not a very valuable card, if I had to hazard a guess. So, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you are. Hope to see you again real soon, and take care.